Ah, another week, another build. What should I build today? Maybe a spaceship? Yeah. Or a spaceship vehicle? Yeah. What? What is that noise? Oh, it's those bloody BeadBots again. Come here, come here. I'll have you. There, got you. Oh, damn it. Hello there, my name is Aaron and I'm the guy that makes spaceships and other things from old toys and everyday junk. People, we have a problem. As I know most of my viewers watch other scratch builders, they would have noticed there's a lot of BeadBots out there. Now, BeadBots aren't just for one video. No, they need love, caring, instead of being left to roam the countryside causing havoc. I have a man cave full of these pesky bots myself, and they need to be caught. So I thought of a solution. I need to build a BeadBot Catcher. You see, ladies and gentle germs, I worry about this stuff, so you don't have to. On with the build. What are you doing, Aaron? Well, this is a spaceship toy I was going to make into a bigger, more elaborate spaceship until this BeadBot infestation happened. And I built this toy for that reason there that I'm pointing to. If I put water into there, press a button, vapor is supposed to shoot out the back. Intriguing, I thought. So I put water into the hole, which turned out it was the wrong hole. Now that isn't the first time I've put something in the wrong hole, but we won't go there, not today. Wondering why this thing wouldn't work, I started to check the batteries and decided that everything was fine with the batteries because the light was working, and it was only when I tipped it upside down and it started leaking I realised I'd put the water into the wrong chamber. So tipped it all out, dried it off and put the water into the correct hole. So this is the moment of truth, and oh, now you can't see that because it's a grey background, but hang on, let me get something that's black. There, look, vapour. It actually works. Small things, ladies and gentlemen. Small things make me very happy. Yeah, let's get cracking with this build. I raided my bit box for plastic junk and found this lot, which should work. These are kind of like eggs that dinosaurs came in. I'm going to use these as the stubby legs for my build. To stick them on, I'm going to use some hot glue and then go back around it with some super glue, sprinkling a little bit of baking soda to strengthen the bond. With all four legs stuck on successfully, it's time to turn the attention to the back end. I'll use this, which I think in its previous life it was a light fitting, and then once that is attached, it's time to see if this thing can learn to walk. For the front end of the BeadBot Catcher, this is from a detergent powder bottle. I do believe I like the shape and it fits the front end perfectly, so hot glue that sucker down. I was gifted these beads from a subscriber of the channel, so I thought, since this is a BeadBot Catcher, I might as well add some beads. So let's see what words we can make. So what do we have? We have a B, and we have an I. And then we're going to get an L, B-I-L. Let's see what else letter we can get to make a word. B-I-L-I. Oh, hang on. Let me sort that one out. Let me just do this. And there we go. Nope, still not ringing any bells. I'll use a lot of these beads for these legs. So that's the Bead Catcher with all the beads, and now these are Kinder eggs. I use a lot of these in my builds, and I'll use the tops to stick onto the top of the legs. Time for the booty of this beast to be bedazzled with beads, because a BeadBot Catcher can never have too many beads. Oh, hang on, I think I said that already. I found this toy lurking in another bit box, and I need his feet and head, so anyone with a nervous disposition, look away now. So it turns out the head I've been hacking away at for quite a long time just pops off like that. Move on. So I stuck the feet either side to look like pincers, and then in the middle, that's where his head's gonna go. I found another random toy figure in a bit box, and I need his arms and legs. Now his arms will pop off, but I think his legs are attached to the inside of his body, so I'm gonna have to take all that apart just to get his legs out. And it turns out that those legs just popped off. Typical. In order for the BeadBot Catcher to look kooky and strange, I'll add the arms on, but stick the legs going the opposite way. It's code word time. If you want to leave a comment, leave the code word before your comment so I know you got here before skipping, and the code word is monkey hands. Also, please like and subscribe. Thanks very much. I found some of these in the local thrift store. It's that plastic connect stuff. I'll chop some straight pieces down for the build. These connectors and bits and pieces were also in the same box. They are also going onto the build. And the BeadBot Catcher is slowly taking shape. So I'm just going to put some more greeblies on there. Some more beads that will become eyes for the BeadBot. I'll just use hot glue just to stick the beady eyes into the actual beads. And I'm going to stick the eyes onto the beams there, but probably in the painting process I'll probably paint over them, and they'll probably look like headlights or something. But for now, let's move on. I'm now building up the middle section, because that section is going to be holding a cage. This is netting that you would get for drains or plants. It's plastic. I took this from the garden. Don't worry, the other half won't notice. I'll say it must have blown away in the wind, and that is going to go right there. Sticky beads and tires. Those sticky beads will go onto those tires because I want them to be on there to make it look like it's a pulley system. EVA foam, something I use quite often to hide all the bad gaps in my builds. I'm cutting these down to make armor plates to go around all the legs. There's the wheels all bejeweled up and ready to go onto the BeadBot Catcher. I stuck that one there, and I'm just going to stick the other one on the opposite side. A toy cage with a dinosaur inside it. I'm going to need the cage, and I'll just need a few pieces off that dinosaur toy. So I'm going to break out the snippy snip tools and take off the horns. But for now I need to sand this cage down, ready for painting. Once the cage was sanded, I added some more beads. And that name at the top still isn't ringing any bells. Oh well. I'll just do a little corrective surgery on this dinosaur. There's the two horns, and I'll probably take that top bit as well from his head. And I'm going to stick the horns onto these. These came from the satellite at the start of the video, if you remember. I'm going to make them so they look like, I don't know, some sort of thing that could strike the beadbots. So these are going to get stuck either side of the BeadBot Catcher. Garden wire, I actually bought this for the other half, then forgot where I'd put it, so went back and bought some more, only to find the first lot hidden in my one of my trays. So that is going on to the build, and that is the BeadBot Catcher as it stands right now. So I'm going to prime it black with a rattle can. So no spray gun this week because I forgot to charge it again. Don't panic, I've bought another one, a second backup one. Hopefully it'll be as good as the first one. If it isn't, well then, you know, there we go, lessons learned. But what I'm doing now is I'm painting all the legs silver, because then I'll go back in with some red, and while I've still got silver on my brush, I'm going to do a little dry brush all around the BeadBot Catcher just to hit the highlights. And now there's the red going on. I'm missing the edges just to give it that contrast of the silver with the red, so it looks like it's worn around the edges. For the main body of the BeadBot Catcher, I'm just going to use green, mainly because if the catcher is out amongst the grass and weeds, it needs to be camouflaged. For his head area, a bit of bronze. I also went in with the antique bronze around his tops of his legs. Did the spots in the arches red, just to sort of like give it that little contrast. Next is a little montage before the glamour shots, so thank you all so much for stopping by. I appreciate all your support, and until next time, keep scratching that build everybody. Thanks for watching. Now let's see if I can make another word out of these beads. So what do we have? Well, now we've got an M, there's an O, there's an R, there's a G, Morrigan, Morrigan's, CREAT, Morrigan's Creations. Oh well, he don't make videos anymore.